Welcome, 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 celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. Just know that this is going to be a general reading for the collector, so not all messages will resonate with everybody, and that's okay. Just take what fits and leave the rest. There's some interesting things in the description box for the collective, and if you want to support the channel or continue supporting the channel, like, share, comment, interact. We love to see it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Just know that when the camera was off, I've done all the things, and now the camera is on. I'm ready to get down to business, so let's talk about it. Today, I am speaking to a collective who is worried, have some worries on them, okay? And the worries could be so deep that like it's causing some bouts of anxiety, making you feel a type of way. Some of you guys may be going through depression or some bouts of depression, and I'm going to tell you why. There is a lot of communication coming at you, and I feel like this is in regards to the work that you do, because we do have the Eight of Pentacles down here, okay? And let's just say in a scenario, this is in a work setting. You could be at your wit's end about where you are, right? And probably have been having some thoughts about, your exit strategy anyways, right? So things could be happening there where it's piling up and getting unbearable per se. So let's just say you've seen an influx of emails coming in about some errors you done made on something, or I would say like a highlight of errors, or there's been an influx of errors. And I feel like it's because you've lost focus. Okay. And this losing of the focus could be because of your unfulfillment of where you are. Okay. So you're not paying as close attention as you used to. You might not even give a damn anymore. You might not even care. And this is the result of you not caring. So you may be in a position to where you're at your wit's end. You're thinking of your exit strategy anyway, and things are piling up. Piling up in the sense of the communication, or it's just so much coming at you. It feel like crap is piling up, right? And I'm talking about the feeling. So this is what's gotten you worried, because will something progress in a nature to where you're not going to be able to make it to your exit strategy before something else happens, like before you get canned, before you can come up with your exit strategy, that type of situation. Because if that was to happen, it will affect your livelihood in this moment, right? So what is needing to take place is, okay, do you actually have this exit strategy together? Because if you are letting things kind of fall by the wayside because of how you feel currently in the state of which you're in, to me it feels like not giving a damn. Okay. And okay, and in collective, this does not have to be about a job. This is about the state of where this feeling is coming from. So if this is you but in a different scenario, this is what we're speaking on. You're at your wit's end. You know you're not unhappy with this, right? And you need to come up with an exit strategy, okay? You're tired of the back and forth. You're tired of people second guessing you. You're tired of not being appreciated. You're tired of your peace being at risk, your mental being at a risk. And you just don't like the feeling of all of these things coming at you at once. You don't like the feeling of your back being up against the wall per se. You just don't like how you're feeling in this moment. Okay. So this is definitely out here. The energy is out here. Do we have this exit plan? Have you made a decision? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Craig? What you gonna do? That kind of thing. Like, you might have people in your ear like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And it's just a little bit too much. It's overwhelming in this moment. So this is the energies that's down here. You're meant for so much more. You could do so much more. You could be so much more. Yes, you know that, but right now you just don't. You're not in the vehicle or have the resource to get to the much more that you know that you can be. So let's clarify and confirm. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay. And one went way down there, so give me 1 second while I crawl under the table. All right, and I'm back. So at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Pentacles, okay? And this is what I am going to speak on about that is the feeling of, again, you know your value, you know your worth, and you know that you can be so much more somewhere else, right? This is the feeling of being left behind because of you know where you could be type situation. And this is the energy. I do feel like that you will seek advice or you have already sought some advice on not losing out to the emotional feeling of the emptiness and the sadness of it all. Somebody is trying to get you to the other side of what will feel like victories and successes, and putting you in the forefront, letting you be seen by those who will appreciate and value you for who you are, the star, for what you can do, your talents, your skills, and things like that. So this person is in the is trying to guide or motivate you to keep moving forward, reassuring you, giving you all these things, okay? Again, it's something in regards to the exit strategy that you may not, for some, you may not actually, okay, because of this energy here, you may not actually get to that. Some things may happen where you're going to suffer a loss, or you're going to cut your losses, and you're going to have to decide on another way forward to get to where you want to go. Others will have this strategy and this plan and will be able to, carry through with that. But for some of y'all, some stuff is going to get cut short and you're just going to have to figure it out type situation. Okay. But regardless, I feel like that everybody is just trying to figure themselves out. What is going to make you happy? What is making me tick the way that I tick? And if I decide to talk, will it talk properly? It just all of these internal things that may be going on inside of you because of the decision that you have to make. Because again, we're speaking of your livelihood. You are going through a transition. You are going through a cycle, and the cycle is something has to end and you're going to have to begin something else new or somewhere else. That is just a cycle. But it's because you're unhappy. It's not a cycle because I'll just give another example, like how the economy is and the jobs are going to be cut, and we need to do these layoffs just so the company can stay afloat. It's not that is not the situation. The situation here is being unfulfilled and being unhappy with where you are, okay? And then seeing it play out in real time, how unhappy you are, because again, errors are being noticed, or you're being ridiculed, or the criticism is coming like crazy, that type of stuff. And it's like making your head spin. And so you got to get a grip on what's going on. And you're trying not to pull away, you isolate, fall deeper down into a deeper level of depression, or get to the state of giving up and playing mind tricks on yourself and thinking that you can't do it, because then we have the high priestess energy down here that you definitely can do, and you definitely can make things happen. You just may be on a different timeline of having to make it happen. It's either going to go one or two ways: the way that you're planning with the exit strategy, or you're going to be thrown into having to do it anyway. That is the energy that I have down here, okay? Either way it goes, it's giving you a way out. It really is. And one just looks better than the other, but they both have the same end result of you getting out. Let's get these final messages down here. And actually, the whole take from this is the getting out part. However way that you do it, you're going to get out of this situation one way or the other, okay? It's because you're unhappy and you're going to be happier somewhere else. One feels like you have a little bit more control and the other one is giving you no control at all, but the end result is the same. You're out, and that's what you want. Partnerships and alliances. The people are there, right? Who you're consulting with, who you're asking for advice that is helping you get to the other side of this is there, right? And then when you come out on the other side of this, it's going to still be there, right? And there's going to be new partnerships and there's going to be new alliances. You just have to get out. Patience and planning. Some of you guys are just waiting for the perfect timing, what looks like the perfect timing. Again, this was executing this exit strategy, and that's what you were planning, and that was the patience and the planning part. We have 777 down here. I'm calling it out because we're going to always what? Bet on ourselves, and you want to make sure that you are putting the energy of confidence behind what you're doing, because you're doing this for a reason. You're not happy, okay? So we're going to bet on ourselves. We're going to get to the other side of this. We're going to get out regardless. We getting out one way or the other. It's just how you move going forward to step into where you can be that star, where you can shine, where you can show who you are, where you can be accepted for your at your value, things of that nature. So the patience and planning part energy is definitely down here. But some of us just not going to be given the grace of getting to roll it out like we wanted to. Some of us, again, is going to be thrown into the out. So keep your head up. Stay positive. You're not happy. The whole thing is you're not happy. So you get ready to get out. You're getting out. Okay. And I also want to call out 555, and that's the making of these changes. It's like it's just change for whatever. It's going to be a change regardless, good or bad. Changes are happening. Okay. Reach out. You got to reach out, and that's a 3. That's another 3. You do have 333, which is also going to be looking at your growth within this process. Okay. So there we have reach out, because you are going to be leveling up. You are going to be shifting out on one into another. It's going to be new faces, new places. You see what I'm saying? So definitely a teaching moment, a learning experience, and an opportunity to grow. One more. And my favorite card about you listening to your gut, listening to your intuition, listening with your ears, listening with your eyes, listening with every possible way that you can listen to what's going on. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to how your body's reacting. Pay attention to how your mind is going within all of this. Just be alert and be aware, okay? Again, I had to give this message to my son the other day. These things are happening for you and not to you. And baby, it's because you're already ready to go. It's because you're so unhappy. It's because of these sleepless nights, this anxiety, this worrying, and all this that is going to go down the way that it's going to go down, right? But it's to benefit you in the end. So you know what? I'm not worried about y'all. Just be ready. Stay ready. Don't get ready. Stay ready so you could just pew when the time goes. But I know y'all got this. And at the end of the day, y'all know what it is. I love you. I love you. I love you.